So this was all just a dry fit in order to get rib nuts and all the other things installed for the reassembly later. I finished welding on the frame. The only thing I can think of, one more thing that has to be welded on, and that's the part of the assembly for the steering. So the little pivot ball, that'll have to get welded on. But I can weld that on when it's time and then paint around it and blend it in before we put all this other stuff on. Have to have motor, exhaust, cab has to be on, steering column has, it's a long process. But what I can do now is take all this off and then get the frame painted. I can get the suspension all installed, plumb the frame, plumb the brake lines, and then start working on this for the final time. So this is just going to be a disassembly of the front end. Again, I don't remember how I did it the first time. Doesn't really matter. So this is how we're going to do it the second time. So first thing coming off is the hood panels. So I installed rivet nuts on everything I could. So I didn't have to reach around and hold a nut while I'm trying to undo the bolt when it's time to take the panels off. So that's the little butterfly doodad thing that holds the hoods on. And then we should be able to just lift them off because there's no other gear on there. It's going to be a little awkward because it's just me. But if it's just you, it's the same thing, right? So they're going to come up, slide out of this, and then we're coming out. Hopefully without dropping anything. So we're going to need lots of storage. I can pull those hood panels apart. So I got inside the shop, I got the paint booth tent thing, but I also have the RV. So all this stuff's going in the RV because it's watertight, climate controlled type thing, it won't get rusty. So next we can take off this and this. And I've seen these chromed or painted. I don't know how I don't know what I think about that yet. We'll wait and see. So before we can take off fenders, we have to take it loose from the grill. And so the fender's attached on the outside of the grill here. Again, I use the rivet nuts. So I don't have to reach around and hold anything. So, note to self, don't use Allen bolts on the bottom, because it's a pain in the ass. Note to self, no socket cap bolts on the bottom over here. Regular old hex nuts. That was a pain in the ass. So the fender, we can take the, God dang it, the fender and the inner fender off at the same time. We just take it loose here and all of these, and then around the side, and then the whole thing will come off. Got to get that support brace out of there. Yeah. And then we'll have to push it forward to get it out of these. Push it forward to get it out of these and around, and then we'll be able to take it off. I'm okay. I am going to have to figure out a way to get that cab off of there. Now that I've ruined my big 2x2 extension. I think I got an idea. We'll see. Let me put all this stuff away. Y'all take a break.